Welcome to San Jose, California. The road to Pyeongchang continues. Less than 2 months to go. Rebound, Luther from the score! And Brianna Decker hooks it home with a power play. Finn comes Irwin with a chance. A backhand shot score! Haley Irwin on a great individual effort ties the game. Centers it, Poulin in, shoot, scores! Canada wins it by a final score of 3-1.
From San Jose, California on Friday to Edmonton, Alberta this evening. Rogers Place, home of the Edmonton Oilers, normally playing host to the final meeting in the Can-Am Series. Marie-Philippe Poulin, one of Canada's goal scorers on Friday night, getting ready, as is Megan Mickelson, hometown girl from St. Albert, Alberta. As we welcome you inside the TSN studio, I'm Lindsay Hamilton, joined alongside Tessa Bonham. And Tessa, the sixth and final meeting between Team Canada and Team USA in this series, all in anticipation of the Pyeongchang Winter Olympic Games come this February. And so far, Canada has held the power. They've won 4 straight games since dropping the opener to the Americans. They've also allowed just 3 goals during that 4-game winning streak. And up until this point, Canada has won all 3 games played on U.S. soil in Boston, St. Paul, and San Jose. Tonight, we move back to Canadian ice. And of course, Canada has been centralized in Calgary up until this point. That's been since August. Tonight, the action moving just north of Calgary to Edmonton, and that's where we find Rod Black and Cheryl Pounder.
All right, ladies, thank you. Happy holidays. It's close to D-Day, Decision Day. Final evaluation for the final rosters, but there will be no evaluation tonight surrounding Canada's goaltender, who happens to be one of the very best in the world.
And her name is Shannon Zabados, and Canada knows her extremely well. She's a prolific goaltender. She won that game in Minnesota, made 27 of 28 saves, her first full game all year, and she has that ability. She has the focus, she has the commitment, and she breathes confidence into her Canadian team.
Team Canada coming on the ice. Could be a record-breaking night tonight. Could be an all-time record attendance. They're going to jam Rogers Place in Edmonton. So Zabados playing in front of friends and family tonight. Could be a great night here. Last dance before the Winter Olympics. Tessa and Lindsay, 56 days away.
That's right. It is approaching rapidly. And of course, tonight is that last chance to make an impression, to try and make that final roster. Up until this point, Canada, as mentioned, has won 4 straight games. What's impressed you the most about their play?
The fact that they've actually made some adjustments. They've done exactly what they needed to in this 6-game exhibition series, 5 up to now. And it started off with a terrible power play for them. They couldn't get set up. They couldn't enter the zone. And when they did enter the zone, if they did get the puck back, they had a really hard time stringing more than 2 passes together. So what they did was they learned, they changed their entry. When they got in, they got set up. They made sure their first thing that they had to do was be in support of their teammates. So that started puck movement for them. They had a lot of scoring chances. The only minor adjustment they really need to do on this power play now is find the back of the net. They've had a tough time doing that. But other than that, the U.S. loves to play a possession game, and the Canadians know that. They love to attack as a unit of 5. And so what they did was they also adjusted their neutral zone forecheck. So Team Canada doing exactly what they need to do in these exhibition games.
All right, and of course, they are coming off of that 3-1 victory on Friday evening in San Jose, California. But as mentioned, a very packed house tonight in Edmonton. Shannon Zabados getting the start between the pipes this evening. You are watching Canada-USA Women's Hockey right here on TSN. Welcome back. Taking a look at the projected lineup for Team Canada as they prepare for their 6th and final meeting against the Americans this evening. Tessa, as you take a look at this lineup, what stands out the most to you?
First and foremost, Natalie Spooner up the middle. She's not a natural center. It's been a while since she's played there, but she's up the middle as well. Jennifer Wakefield still on that right side with the Johnson-Jenner line. Usually that's Jill Saulnier's spot. Now, she did not play last game, so she did play this game, but I'm surprised head coach Laura Schuler didn't slot her back in her regular spot with Johnson and Jenner. So Sonia on a different line tonight.
Now, of course, something you can't overlook is that top line. You have Marie-Philippe Poulin in the center, and then on her right, Melody Daoust. That line has really been clicking as of late.
Yeah, they had a great game last game, and I think what works so well with Melody Daoust and Marie-Philippe Poulin, as mentioned, as well as Augusta, is, think about it. I mean, you got Megan Augusta and Marie-Philippe Poulin, who are prolific goal scorers, some great hockey sense, and that's exactly what Daoust has. She's a smart hockey player. She may not be the fastest, she may not be the strongest, but she's got a good set of hands on her, and she's got that hockey sense right there. She did the grunt work along the wall, keeping the puck in, got the puck down low to Megan Augusta, who then set up Marie-Philippe Poulin for that third and final goal in San Jose. So I think that she's a perfect fit. They've been really struggling to try and find someone on that wing. I think it's going to be her.
Okay, well, we're in for a very exciting game with the call from Edmonton. Let's go back to Rod Black.
So the festive season meets the hockey season during the Olympic season. The road to Pyeongchang, South Korea will wind through Edmonton. The last game between the best rivalry maybe in all of sport, Canada, United States, tonight here in Edmonton.
Well, to start, you have the goaltenders going head-to-head. There is Shannon Zabatos, two-time Olympic gold medalist, arguably the greatest goaltender in the world right now, looking to give her team huge confidence. And she went head-to-head against Maddie Rooney in Minnesota. Maddie Rooney making 24 of 26 saves in that game, but the decision went to Zabatos. Maddie Rooney looking to vie for a spot as an Olympian.
Head coach for Team Canada, Laura Schuler.
Well, we spoke to her earlier today, and she talked about how happy she is with her team, but the pressure is on. This is a huge evaluation tool for her team. Each and every player in the lineup will have to present something today.
Rob Stauber watching as we are underway at Rogers Place tonight. Red and white against red, white, and blue. Team USA, Team Canada, sixth game of this series. Rooney can't play the puck as Melody Daoust has it along the boards, and now the Americans streak into the Canadian zone. Danny Cameronese. These two teams met 2 nights ago in San Jose, California. This is the 6th game of their North American tour, really the 8th game that they have played in this prelude to the Olympics.
Well, we've really seen a shift since the Four Nations, Rod, and it's in Canada's favor as you watch their forecheck, this American team.
Bailey Brand, Renata Fast can't corral it, back down to Shannon Zabatos. She must be jacked up tonight playing in front of friends and family. Zabatos misplayed it behind the net and has not played a lot of hockey this season. She has the great resume. Nice move from the point. The Americans, Kendall Coyne, Hillary Knight, Brianna Decker. And the best lines in all of women's hockey out there, putting the pressure on early. There's Coyne, but this line has been stifled by Team Canada over the last 3 or 4 games of this series. The Americans won the opener in the 6th gamer in Quebec 5-2. But since that time, Team Canada has won 4 in a row.
Well, Team Canada, as we talk about that momentum shift, one of the things is the Americans have not moved the puck a lot with that speed that we are used to seeing, and a credit to the Canadians and their attention to detail, and of course watching a lot of video on that regroup.
Shannon Wakefield crashing to the net, left side. One hands it now, cycles that puck into the corner, leaving it there for Jenner along with Rebecca Johnston. Veteran line out here, gold medal line. Several returnees from Sochi, the Winter Olympic Games, and of course that great loss, astonishing win, that great heartbreaking loss for Team USA.
You know, it's in the back of their mind. They've done a lot of work with a sports psychologist. The difference between good and great is the mind, Rod. And as they progress towards the Olympics, it is a one-game decider. They will have to have the ability to stay focused and play their best hockey.
Gigi Marvin backhand into the slot area. Haley Irwin out there, and Natalie Spooner playing center for the first time in about 4 years. Last time she played center, the Canadian Women's Hockey League, the Toronto Furies, when they won the Clarkson Cup.
She spoke about how it was going to be much different for her, but she knows Irwin extremely well. Of course, Irwin back from injury and had just a dynamic game for the Canadians in San Jose on Friday night.
Team Canada will make 3 deletions before the Winter Olympic Games to its roster. Team USA will make 2. So this is final evaluation time as Megan Keller will retreat. We've watched the Americans with this tact during this pre-Olympic season. Regroup, retreat, and then attack.
We'll certainly have a look for that today, Rod, because they weren't generating a lot of speed with that attack. They weren't working hard away from the puck, and that's something Rob Stauber talked about.
Muscling along the wall now. Keller trying to keep it in. Amanda Kessel is out there. Bill's younger sister. Kessel, who has missed a lot of hockey over the last few years with injury issues and concussion problems, to get back to the Winter Olympic Games and be a big part of Team USA. Now Megan Augusta with speed here. Right side. Quick shot. Blocked in front. No whistles yet. 4 minutes in, and what do we expect when these two teams get together? We know what to expect. Good, close hockey, end-to-end, and lots of drama.
Well, we certainly hope that the officials allow this team to play and put the display of women's hockey on the map here, because speed is their forte and often gets taken away when the officials don't let these athletes play physical.
Kept in. Now Jill Saulnier. Saulnier 3-on-1. Saulnier still with it. Taken off the puck. Ridden off the puck by Monique Lamoureux. One of the Lamoureux twins. Jocelyn, Monique Lamoureux, who is playing back on defense now. Had been up on forward with Rob Stauber.
Well, with the addition of a few players that Rob Stauber added in late November, a lot of extra defensemen hanging around.
Captain Megan Duggan. We've had 5 minutes of play. We have not had a shot on goal. That's astounding.
We watched in San Jose a lot of neutral zone play. Canada looking to step up in that neutral zone just there as Mika Zandy-Hart does just that.
Here's Wakefield. Backhand. Stopped by Maddie Rooney. Mika Zandy-Hart. Wrist shot. Quick one-timer. Still no whistles. It's one shot on net from Team Canada. Here come the Americans. Over the blue line. And a nice feed in front for Joss Lamoureux. Loose puck in front. Trying to feed it in front. She can't get it there. Good action in front of Shannon Zabados. Has not had to make a save, but a couple of good chances for Team USA. Can't get their stick on the puck.
Both Lamoureux left out of the lineup in San Jose, and they're both back in it tonight. Probably a little bit more of a jump to their step, Rod, if you will. As you never know who's fighting on these rosters. We've been looking at them and trying to figure things out ourselves. A lot of girls battling.
Nat Spooner, right side, again playing center. We may have a record here tonight in terms of attendance and also in terms of pace of play. Have not had a whistle here yet. 6.5 minutes gone, first period. Spooner turns now. Will she shoot? Yes, she does. And Rooney had it in her mitt, but it went over the net, behind the net. And was lucky that it didn't end up in the cage. Hannah Brandt. Americans, almost too many men on the ice. Here's Hannah Brandt.
A good step up by Fortino as Canada tries to get that dump in. They don't want the Americans to enter with that good supportive speed, not give them the numerical advantage that we're used to seeing them do.
That one off the post. Won't count as a shot on goal. Marie-Philippe Poulin trying to break through. Cameron Easy. Back to Brandt. Melody Daou, who won a gold medal with Canada in Sochi, but has not played at a world championship. Now Augusta muscled out along the boards. Tried the one-timer in front for Poulin. Saulnier in front. Maddie Rooney tried to steer it aside. Both teams going at each other full tilt here. Saulnier trying to leave it for Blair Turnbull, and a no-go. Turnbull bends the American player. Almost 8 minutes have gone. 4 shots on goal, no whistles. And finally, save in front. 12:05 to go. Catch your breath, everybody. And a goalpost as well here in this Can-Am Series in Edmonton. Almost 8 minutes, finally a stoppage in play. The save by Maddie Rooney, the face-off to her left. Brianne Jenner comes out. Wakefield and Rebecca Johnston.
Jenner's certainly been really a star for this team the last few games. A real good jump to her step and good vision with her and Rebecca Johnson. Seem to be a tandem pair that they're keeping together.
Face-off won by Canada. Renata Fast trying to make her first Winter Olympic team. Johnston loses it. Lamoureux. Big Lamoureux. Now that Decker, Coyne, and Nightline. And for some reason, they just have been silenced, handcuffed against Team Canada recently.
Oh, they really have. And players like Renata Fast on the back end will be matched against Knight. Size for size and good strength by the newcomer to this team.
Fierce forecheck here from Team Canada keeps the Americans in their zone. Decker losing it.
Watch for this transition. This is something the Americans have not been doing as well as they normally have, but certainly starting this period with much more speed, the speed we're used to seeing.
Duggan feed it in front. Kelly Panic couldn't get there. Canada has outshot the Americans 4-1 here in the early going.
Laura Schuler talked about the details and finding shot lanes, getting traffic in front of Maddie Rooney as well, and Canadians just got a huge confidence, Rod.
Panic now trying to circle. Goes it back to the point. Sarah Potomac to Spooner. Spooner trying to feed it in front. Rooney the save. Rebound right there. Back come Team USA. Good chance for Team Canada, but nobody home on the rebound. Alex Carpenter. Little dish for Joss Lamoureux. Quick shot. Quick snare by Shannon Zabados. Well, Cheryl Pounder, time to ponder your points.
Ponder it. Well, as we see, waiting for a nightcap, that Kendall Coyne Decker Knight line has been silenced. 1 assist in the last 4 games. They're the speed, they're the strength of this American team. And of course, the goaltending for the Canadians have been second to none, Rod, since Boston. We've watched the change, the shift of momentum because of the saves from Genevieve Zabados, and of course, you know, this goaltender in net tonight.
Carpenter to the corner. Megan Mickelson also playing in her home province. Just outside of Edmonton at St. Albert. Daou with a shot wide of the net. Now Lamoureux. Good back check there by Mickelson. No penalty on the play, and Lamoureux and Mickelson, a couple of veterans, played a lot of games with their respective national teams, get tangled up, have some words for each other.
Megan Mickelson, one of the veterans on Team Canada, you know, arguably fighting for her spot as well, and we'll have to leave it all on the ice here tonight, and the physicality is being allowed to play here. Love to watch it.
No power plays yet in this, past the midway point. A very quick first period here in basically a red and white house tonight at Rogers Place in Edmonton. So many youngsters, so many Canadian jerseys here. Might be a record setter tonight in this building. Decker picking her way up into the neutral zone. For Cameron Easy, who was going to the bench for a line change. Now Renata Fast. Fast now with the Americans on the forecheck. Coyne, Knight, and Decker out there.
I've been so impressed with Renata Fast, her composure as a young defender to play against a line like Hillary Knight, Coyne, and Decker. I mean, we're talking about the greatest line in the world right now with just huge speed.
This is basically a little pop fly up to Shannon Zabados, handles it easily. And again, Knight, Decker, and Coyne nullified again. And already some rough stuff here tonight between Canada and the United States. Homecoming night for Megan Mickelson and Shannon Zabados. There's Shannon Zabados's folks who are wearing jerseys that say Papa Zab and Mama Zab. And happy with daughters out.
Well, certainly Shannon Zavados, she has done it all, Rod. Two-time Olympic gold medalist. She's played boys hockey, she's played girls hockey, she's played
pro hockey.
So she's done it all, and you got to wonder how much more she can do. She said as long as her body after, so she was good, she would continue on.
Turnover in the Canadian zone. Zavados, butterfly save. Well, not only she plays hockey, she plays great hockey.
She does, and she talks about the differences in the men and female game as well.
Jenner, the step line with the poke check.
She said when she came back, she had to work on, the net front presence and also just the rebounds. Something that the deflections, things that the girls get in front, and that's how they score, not always on the direct shot. But have to be very mindful of that. So something that she had to sort of re-engage her game to.
Once again, the Americans content to go back and set up again. The stack line. Quarterback this. Alex Carpenter. And a dish it. Streaking Gigi Marvin. And an icing call, so it comes all the way into the Canadian zone.
Oh, there is another local player, Megan Mickelson, who has about 30 family friends in the building tonight. We spoke to her earlier. She mentioned that some of her minor hockey coaches were here as well, the ones that helped her get to where she is today. Megan Mickelson, of course, playing in 2 Olympic winter games now. Mother of a young son named Calder, who's here in the building tonight.
Talk about all the things that you have to juggle. Also motherhood. Megan Mickelson trying to get back to another Olympic Games. The veteran, the oldest member of Team Canada, Shannon Zavados, right behind her.
It's just so difficult right now, Rod, with the depth chart. It's very difficult for people to understand at home just the number of girls that have the opportunity or could potentially be here, and just showing the great depth in this country. And really, you just have to look in this building to see the young faces with jerseys on.
Feeding across, far side, quick shot by Casey Bellamy, and a save by Zavados. Well, here's the thing. Everybody's always talked about Canada and the United States and how they're kind of 1-2. I've always been 1-2 in women's hockey. Canada and the United States could probably ice 3 teams from each country and be competitive on the world stage.
You look within the Canadian college system, the NCAA, the CWHL, there's a number of players, the NWHL, so many, Anne-Sophie Batez, Kaylee Mercer. These are names that could also be in the mix for Team Canada.
Bellamy swings it across. Americans outshot 5-4. Bellamy again through traffic. There's Decker in front. Zavados covering up. Coyne trying to dig it out. She does. Decker poking it back near the point, where Hillary Knight backhands it along the wall. Hillary Knight has it. Knight looking in front. Zavados the save. Hillary Knight, snake bit in this series so far, has been a Canadian killer through the years.
Well, this is right off the face-off, and Brianna Decker's able to just get it out there. And look at this quick puck movement up at the top. It comes around, good evasive move, and then it's just great puck movement. Casey Bellamy elects to take the shot, recognizing that Coyne and Decker are in front. Americans are moving the puck much quicker tonight than they did the last 3 games. Only had 2 goals and 86 shots on net within those last 3 games, and Rob Stauber talked about that puck movement, getting back to this transition breakout puck movement, less turnovers.
Well, they almost turned it over right there, coughing it up in the zone. In fact, they do. Sarah Potomac giving chase. Haley Irwin keeps it in. Spooner, Potomac, and Irwin out there. Comes over the line. They'll have to reset. Bridget Lequette to Laura Fortino. Potomac, now Spooner crashing in. Natalie Spooner wide of the net. Great chance for Canada. Irwin back out in front. Duggan. Fortino pinching in. Canada loads of pressure here. Can even line change. They go 2-on-5. They still have the puck. Bailey Bram and 20-year-old Maddie Rooney makes the easy save. Zeros on the board here in the Can-Am Series, the pre-Olympic Tour in Edmonton.
Well, Well, Natalie Spooner, the 2015 World Championship All-Star in the middle today for the first time in 4 years. Great little chip by Sarah Potomac, but look at this evasiveness, using her body to get position, gets to that slot area for a great shot, just a miscue there. But Haley Irwin driving that net as well, a great opportunity for Natalie Spooner.
Blair Turnbull loses the face-off. Kendall Coyne to find Hillary Knight. Haley Bram. There's Saulnier. Saulnier out on the ice, number 11. Saulnier got the game winner in Winnipeg in this series. We have two Maritimers in Saulnier from Halifax and Blair Turnbull from New Glasgow, Nova Scotia. Chance to make their first Olympic teams.
Well, we've spent a lot of time talking about Jillian Saulnier and what her speed and her energy creates. And look at this, just a battle by Jen Wakefield. And then Saulnier just makes a move, but she stays persistent. She stays with the puck here, makes that move, and just continues on to get her own rebound on the backhand there. And that's what Jill Saulnier does. She brings energy and life to this Canadian team.
Laura Fortino spins and wheels. Pounded there by Gigi Marvin. Marvin's played a lot of defense, a lot of blue line, but it's been used primarily as a forward. There's the first penalty of this game. It's going to come to Team USA. A hook behind the play, and it is Gigi Marvin who's going to the penalty box, and Canada will operate on the power play.
Well, Gigi Marvin, the veteran of this team, just gets a hooking call here on Laura Fortino. Just holds her up, giving Canada an opportunity. Canada only 1 for 18 on the power play in this series, so certainly looking for something.
Hannah Brandt now shorthanded. Hacked there by Spooner, sending it in front for Cameron Easy. And Canada's power play numbers also down. Now Wakefield, oh, what a save by Rooney on a great shot by Wakefield. Good chance for Canada on the power play. Bridget Lequette through traffic. Irwin out there with Spooner and Wakefield and Jenner. More forwards and defenseman Lequette. Now Jenner trying to dance through, not a good idea. Americans try to get it out along the wall. Lequette in front. Through a maze, the net is off. Put it back on, now back to the point, and through a maze again, a bunch of bodies in front, but wide of the net. A couple of chances for Team Canada here on this power play, but they have also struggled with the man advantage in this series.
Well, they really have. They've been looking for more momentum and some movement, and they got just that. Natalie Spooner, hot hand there, quarterbacking that power play. Look for a 4-forward set, as Marie-Philippe Poulin is quarterbacking here as well. A little bit of a question mark. Not sure if I personally like that. Rather see her in the slot area.
Here comes Captain Canada, Poulin. She's knocked out, and Megan Duggan's going to the box. Another stick up on Marie-Philippe Poulin. So for 29 seconds, Canada will have a two-man advantage.
Well, you knew this game was going to be physical and a lot of speed as well. Marie-Philippe just trying to drive wide on Megan Duggan, and captain meets captain, and will have none of it. And of course, some good opportunities that Jen Wakefield just takes that again into the area. A little pause or a little delay, but Maddie Rooney comes out and challenges.
Fortino. Augusta now at the point back here. Poulin, Fortino. Poulin now shifts over to Rebecca Johnston. She lets it go. Canada trying to keep it in, and Kendall Coyne now breaking through, and no call there as she was knocked down.
Kendall Coyne is a dangerous penalty killer. Led the NCAA a few years ago in shorthanded goals. Look for her to challenge.
Fortino to Poulin. Now a one-man advantage. Poulin scores! Canada strikes first on the power play.
Well, it starts at Canada's blue line. Megan Augusta with a good feed there. Rebecca Johnson's got her head up, a little pause and delay. Doesn't drop that puck. Elects to give it back to the point. Look at the net front presence. Daou and Augusta are right there. But Poulin just lets it go a little bit outside her wheelhouse. But what a shot she's got. Just beats Maddie Rooney far side.
Maybe that's a good place to be for Marie-Philippe Poulin. I know you kind of like her in the slot area.
I like her in the slot area, but they're certainly looking for that one-timer in her quick release.
Marie-Philippe Poulin. That's her 19th career goal against the United States in 49 games played, but she, of course, through the years has scored some huge goals against Team USA on the biggest stage at the Olympic Games.
Well, of course, notably in Sochi, 2 golden goals, but a lot of people think of Sochi and don't think of Vancouver in 2010 when she was a rookie and she was able to get 2 golden goals again from her signature spot, a little bit outside that zone there, but just showing her power and her ability to shoot the puck.
Team Canada again, really jamming up that neutral zone, not giving the Americans any room to navigate, use their speed. Canada works against Team USA. Canada comes up with a puck. Just over 2 minutes to go, first period here tonight in Edmonton. Canada with the 1-0 lead. Saulnier. Some speed work along the boards. Mickelson. That shot blocked in front. Mickelson. We'll just flip it on net. Stopped by Maddie Rooney. Let's go back to watch Marie-Philippe Poulin work her magic. That shot from the point.
Well, Rebecca Johnson feeds it. Good heads-up play. Laura Fortino looking off and giving it to Poulin, who is at the tops of the circles with that shot. And the clutch captain is just able to do it again. One of those captains who doesn't just score goals, but plays with such a chip.
Renata Fast. Again, bodies in front. Another point shot. Canada really putting a lot of pucks on the net from the blue line here tonight. More than we've seen in some of the games. Megan Keller trying to figure out this puzzle at center ice. Anna Brandt banks it off the backboards for Amanda Kessel. Kessel's been very quiet in this series as well. Years ago, she might have been one of the best players on the planet. And it might not have even been close.
Well, she can certainly strike at any time. And her line mates, Hannah Brandt and Danny Cameron-Reese, all Minnesota. And I think they have a connection.
Well, a giveaway by Falzer. Wakefield hustling behind the net. Now Johnston supplies some muscle. Rebecca Johnston taken away by Team USA with a minute to go in the first. Panik, Megan Duggan trying to crash through. Backhand in front. Loose puck there. Amanda Pelkey. Back to the point. Wristed there. Megan Duggan back again. Americans sitting one of their young defensemen, Kayla Barnes, who they brought in tonight. She's not playing. One of those players who could be also on this Olympic team. Barnes from Boston College. Haley Skarupa also not playing for Team USA tonight. Each team dressing 20 players. So down the ice. Well, it's that time of the season, Cheryl Pounder. World Junior season. This year, Team Canada heads south of the border to the Below. 2016 World Juniors take place in Buffalo. Complete coverage of all 28 tournament games starting on Boxing Day. Canada and Finland catch it 3:30 Eastern, 12:30 Pacific across the TSN network. 16 seconds remain first period. Face off to the right of Shannon Zabados. Canada gathers it. 7 seconds. U.S. trying to get a shot here. There will be only one goal in this first period. It will come on the power play. Thanks to Marie-Philippe Poulin. Captain Canada strikes first in front of a sold-out crowd in Rogers Place tonight. Team Canada has a 1-0 lead. Lindsay Hamilton Tessa Bonhomme will take us through our first intermission. When we come back, you're watching the Can-Am Series on TSN.
All right, so the first period is complete, and Marie-Philippe Poulin giving Canada the 1-0 lead in Edmonton. With much more, here's Rod Black.
Here she is, Captain Canada, Marie-Philippe Poulin. Tell us about that first period. Tell us about your goal on the power play.
Yeah, it was pretty exciting. I think having that 5-on-3 kind of gave us wings there, and we kind of moved it pretty well around. And I got a great pass from Fortino there on the wide side, and Daou made a great play in front of the net, and I shot it and went in. I think it was pretty. It's a good start, and we just got to keep going.
Marie-Philippe, 4 years ago, this team did not have the confidence at this stage. I think you would even admit that you have right now, and the momentum. What's the difference during this Olympiad as opposed to 4 years ago before you went to the games and won the gold?
Yeah, I think we've been doing pretty well here as a team. I think we've been building every game and gaining more confidence. Obviously, it's not over. We have 40 minutes. But obviously, having that last game here in Edmonton, having the momentum, the energy of the crowd is pretty exciting. So obviously, it's a big 40 minutes in front of us, and just got to keep going and keep playing our game.
Thanks for your time. Good luck tonight and on your path to the Olympics.
Thank you so much.
Well, the Can-Am Series culminates this evening, and Team Canada on the board first, thanks to Canada's captain, Marie-Philippe Poulin. With much more from Edmonton as we head into the second, let's go back to Rod Black and Cheryl Pounder.
Lindsay and Tessa, it was all about that power play. It was also about Canada clogging up the neutral zone.
Yep.
Good pace, and it was also all about Shannon Zabados.
Well, we talked about her right off the top. She made eight saves in that period, but Shannon Zabados just does what she does best. She's so calm, she's cool, she gets to the top of that crease. She's so good to get her pads out, hold on to the post, good with her feet, just tracks the puck extremely well and holds onto and corrals the rebound, something she does is extremely well, Rod. And we can't say enough about the goaltending as we head into South Korea, Pyeongchang, with Lacasse, you know, getting her first shutout against the Americans, Debian the other night. I mean, these are three fantastic goaltenders. Really, it's a matter of the order in which they will compete.
Yeah, you think about the lineage of great Canadian goaltending from some of the past, and Shannon Zabados leading the way again as the veteran goaltender. For Team USA, keep in mind that they have 3 young netminders who have never played a minute at the Olympic Games. 0 games Olympic experience. So we'll see how they fare once those games roll around. Megan Keller trying to cross ice it to Amanda Kessel. Breaking out now is Augusta. Augusta trying to dodge the check of Emily Falzer. Second period underway here in Edmonton tonight. Full house, great energy. We have a penalty coming to Canada. The United States will go on the power play. Body check just over the blue line. It's like a tripping call against Rebecca Johnston.
Really, this happens at the blue line. And it looks like Zandy Hart there takes her out. Should have been Zandy Hart going to the penalty box.
They've changed it.
Yep. Against Hannah Brandt there, as Hannah Brandt tries to get cute and go inside, but Zandy Hart just lays and steps into her. Zandy Hart spoke to her earlier today, vying for her spot on this team. I mean, such a pressure-filled game here tonight, Rod, as Laura Schuler will look to announce her team before Christmas. So 2 games in their midget series against the men. So a couple of evaluation tools left, but certainly, like she said, it is so close. Each and every athlete is giving them exactly what they want. So difficult.
Decker, Coyne, and Knight on the ice in the power play. Decker to the point to Bellamy. The far side, and Decker backdoor. Trying to accept the pass from Coyne. Hillary Knight. Maybe a chance now for this American power play, which has been so dynamic, to get on track. It's Carpenter there. A shot for Coyne in front. Bellamy wanted to shoot. Carpenter to Knight. Coyne in front, trying to get it to Coyne, and Hillary Knight seems to be really struggling over the last few games offensively for Team USA, and Blair Turnbull swipes it down the ice for Team Canada.
Well, we haven't really seen the same fight by Hillary Knight, whether it be in front or challenging in the corners and trying to get shots through, so expect her to come out when you least expect it.
Will Coyne muscled against the boards, leaving it there for Amanda Kessel. Knight is off the ice now, and so will Coyne as Hannah Brandt comes out. Minute to go on the American power play. Down one. Coast side here. Shannon Zabados, loose puck, hangs on and makes the save in the blue. Juggling act from Shannon Zabados.
Shannon Zabados just shaking her shoulders there. Good play by Emily Falzer to get the puck off to the side. But here is Hannah Brandt, puts it out front. Look at that puck bobbling. Right there, that just hits the defender, Canadian defender, and Zabados follows it all the way, tries to keep it down, and then corrals it right before the goal line. So good eyes, good focus by Shannon Zabados, and the wherewithal to find that and not allow it to go over the line.
Race for the puck now, shorthanded. Marie-Philippe Poulin digging it out for Megan Augusta. 30 seconds to go on the U.S. power play. They've had a couple of good chances. In Canada, though, controlling the puck now. Megan Mickelson wrists it into the American zone. One last crack now for Team USA with a man advantage.
Americans 4 for 26 in this series on the power play, unlike them. Rob Stauber talked about their shot selection, getting them through in the details.
Down the ice it goes, will effectively kill this penalty. 3 minutes gone, second period, 1-0 Canada. The final tune-up game before the Winter Olympics between the two teams that are expected to meet for gold once again. Canada and the United States. Great forecheck here from Team Canada. We welcome all of you watching on TSN tonight and on the NHL Network. Little pre-Olympic hockey tonight. And they're in the same intensity mode as they would be during an Olympic gold medal game. It never wavers, does it?
Oh, it doesn't, Rod. This is also an opportunity to fine-tune and really to go into Pyeongchang with, you know, that mental advantage, which can be huge for these athletes. That confidence that can carry them to a gold medal.
Icing waved off there. Shannon Zabados thought it was icing. It was not. Bodies go flying. Wakefield. Saucer pass up to Natalie Spooner. Spooner, who's playing with a broken finger as well last couple of weeks, heads to the bench. Jocelyn Lamoureux-Davidson. Trying to free up Alex Carpenter. Gigi Marvin. The Americans, too, talked about the tune-up and getting ready, but also have decisions to make. Two will go. I'm not talking about to the Olympics, but will be released from this team. So it is D-Day, getting close, decision day. Boy, a very nervous time for a lot of these players. Melody Daou working behind the net. Daou still with the puck, trying to wrap it around on Rooney. Coyne now, accelerating out of her zone. Down the ice it goes. And the whistle for icing.
Well, one of the players, you know, you talked about is Melody Daou, who's injured in her first game at the Four Nations Cup, but she is back. She played in San Jose, and she's on that top line with Poulin, and she's so good. She's extremely smart, a good hockey IQ. She will need to make this team on that top line. Of course, Schuler looking to her to be a good match with Marie-Philippe Poulin. Makes it a lot lighter on the ice, both French-speaking, so good fit for Poulin, and that is what Laura Schuler is looking for.
Hillary Knight, sharp angle, decides to take it around the net. Cuts back, loses the puck. Renata Fast. Breakout play with Daou, kept in by Knight. Knight with Coyne behind the net. And a Brandt is out there with Coyne and Knight. On the back end of a shift here, needing to change. Hillary Knight will go to the bench now, and out with it is Marie-Philippe Poulin, looking for the stretch pass for Augusta. Rooney steers it away. Canada has won 4 Olympic gold medals. The United States won the first back in 1998 when women's hockey first came to the Winter Olympic Games.
Really, that's the era of Cami Granato, and a legend that she is in hockey globally, inducted into the Hockey Hall of Fame, and just a tremendous leader for this program.
Brandt stopping, waiting. Nice dish here for Cameron Easy. Nice save from Shannon Zabados. Almost 6.5 gone here, second period. Renata Fast in the grill of Hillary Knight.
Well, Rob Stauber will look for this American team to get their chemistry back in order, and that will include his top line of Decker, Coyne, and Knight. And in particular, Hillary Knight has been extremely quiet in this series, just a point in it, and she is someone who has to be prolific. She has to use her strength, her size. That is where she is most effective, Rod, and for the top line in the world, they have been silenced by Canadian goaltending and good defenders.
So different the first game, the opener of this series. The Americans dominated so handily. Canadian coach Laura Schuler even went to say that players embarrassed the country in that game. Since that time, chatting with Schuler as Laura Fortino gets upended on the offside call. Talking with Schuler since that time, and earlier today she had a little smile on her face, said things are much different since that opening game.
Well, I guess they are. After that 5-2 loss to the Americans, they avenged it and came back and beat the Americans 5-1, and that was when Rod Stauber added young Kayla Barnes to his roster. And the momentum started to change after the Four Nations, and Schuler talked about just the attention to details and not worrying about what the Americans are doing, but concentrating on their strengths.
Decker trying to get this line unglued. Much the way the Canadians set up in the neutral zone here as well. Rebecca Johnston. Keep this line at bay, and Hillary Knight works left side. Backhand in front for Decker. Zabados has it. Good feed by Knight. Decker almost batted it home. Still stymied. This line getting a lot of ice time tonight. Nobody home in front. Monique Lamoureux to Bellamy. Knight deflected it in front, but wide to the net. Sandy Hart trying to get rid of it. The Rooks, the national women's team, over to the veteran Megan Mickelson. His dad played in the NHL, as a matter of fact, in Washington, and brother played as well in the National Hockey League. Brendan.
So a veteran with a rookie and Sandy Hart on the blue line, and Sandy Hart spoke to some of the leaders that have helped her, and Fortino and Mickelson have been sort of mentors to her on the blue line, and she talks about just keeping her game simple.
Ali Krasaniak. Canada working the puck now. Good possession here. Augusta will cycle it. Melody Daoud for Poulin. Krasaniak wants it at the point. She looks. Throws it into the corner. Poulin, one-timer. Backhand in front. Loose puck. Save made by Rooney. One-timer way wide of the net by Krasaniak, and Marie-Philippe Poulin in her office. That is her spot. A slot machine right there. Had the chance, and Rooney had the save.
Well, earlier was all the USA, but then it comes back 200 feet. Great feed by Megan Augusta between the legs. Marie-Philippe Poulin normally just buries that one. But a good job by Maddie Rooney to come out and make that save. As you can see, the frustration there is she knows she had a gift, but what a play by Megan Augusta. Good vision. Augusta really one of those players who seen a jump to her step through the essentialization process. Really think she's having a lot of fun playing the game, Rod, and that says a lot.
Haley Brown works the corner. Young Sydney Morin, one of the additions that Rob Stauber brought to the team. Richard Lequette, trying to make her first Olympic team, has played at the Worlds with Team Canada. So many players I hate to use that term on the bubble, but guess what? There are players on the bubble for Team Canada.
Well, you know, you look at Emily Clark, Sarah Nurse, Laura Stacey, not in the game today. We would have thought that they would have been strong performance in San Jose and not in it today.
So read that how you may. It was a strong performance, meaning that they perhaps have an edge making this team, or is that also a message being sent not playing in this final game? So I'm not sure how you read that. And as Laura Schuler told us earlier today, the decisions and the process and the closeness, paper thin right now between so many players. Here's a chance, Sabados covering in the crease. They crash that crease in the Canadian zone. So 3 who are not playing tonight, who have not been on an Olympic team. Emily Clark, who's played at the Worlds, Laura Stacey, Sarah Nurse trying to make this team for the first time.
Well, you look at someone like Sarah Nurse, who started a little bit slow, but a lot of the players on Team Canada, when speaking with them, say this kid can score. She has a great ability to see the ice. Laura Stacey using that great size, and Emily Clark, the attention to details. But, you know, they are not in this game for whatever reason. One would think that the experience of playing the Americans is necessary if they're to move forward. But we're not the coaches.
Amanda Pelkey has the blue line. You might have thought Sarah Nurse as well, playing in a place where her cousin Darnell plays for the Edmonton Oilers. Cousin Kia, also a basketball star. Yukon, NCAA champion, member of Team Canada. Would have been a nice night for her, but we'll see how it all plays out over the next few days leading up to that final roster decision.
Well, Jocelyn Larocque also out on the back end, and here is certainly a secure defenseman in her role. She's not going anywhere. So again, Rod, you know, there's lots of players in the game tonight that, you know, if it is that paper thin, they need to put on a performance when they're under pressure.
Trying to find a streaking Hillary Knight cutting through that neutral zone as the Americans look to unjam it. Kendall Coyne, touch pass. Will it be icing? No, they're going to wave this off. This line seems to have a little more jump here tonight, though. Coyne, Decker, and Knight in this second period. We'll see if they can get it going. 2 players down as Irwin way wide of the net. In the Canadian zone, it was Decker and Renata Fast, the 2 14s, who were tangled up. Now Hillary Knight, end of her shift though. Back pass, what a pass, what a shot. Decker way over the net though. Hillary Knight, brilliant pass to Brianna Decker. Lasered one way too high. Coyne. She'll head to the bench as well, and it's a long shift for those 3. Here's Alex Carpenter. Nice feed, looking for Marvin. Gigi Marvin. Sabados says no way. 8.5 to go, second period. Canada leads 1-0 in Edmonton.
About the Americans, how that top line needs to be effective, and they are starting. Hillary Knight with a brilliant back pass to Brianna Decker, who gets one off, just wires it over the net. But then again, the other way, Gigi Marvin just catches up to this puck, but great on her angle, gets that pad out and holds on with that glove hand. Shannon Zavados saying, not a chance.
The United States has outshot Canada 7-3 in this second period. More chances than the first. Zavados again, but still pitching a shutout. Cameron Easy, that wrister right into the midsection of Shannon Zavados.
Well, you're looking at Hannah Brandt and Cam Narisi, who are right in front of Shannon Zavados. You can bet Rod Stauber, former goaltender, is saying, get in front of her. Don't let her see a thing.
Shannon Zavados, who has really been a pioneer in these parts growing up in Edmonton. First ever female to play in the Canadian Hockey League, Junior A hockey, played for Tri-City.
Yeah, played an exhibition game against the Vancouver Giants, came in, took over for a Mr. Carey Price. So
that says something. That's saying something. Here's Augusta, good checking down low. Poulam, one-timer again. Get all her stick on that puck. And Canada now hemming in the Americans on that forecheck. Kessel. Sandy Hart. Mickelson. Just not a lot of space for the Americans in this game here.
Well, in particular, Turnbull there just closes so quickly on the defender, not giving them any time and space, and that's what you need to do with a good puck-moving and quick team.
Amanda Pelkey gonna dance over that blue line. Megan Duggan, feed in front, quick shot, off the post. Kelly Ponick, great chance, best chance for Team USA in the post, saves the day for Canada. As the wave ripples through Rogers Place, Saulnier is knocked down.
Shannon Zabados comes out to challenge that puck and create that post. You know, it's not just luck. She makes them shoot there.
Now Duggan has a great chance. Duggan again. Back to the point it comes. Hallie Flanagan for Coyne. Ponick almost tied it up. Rings one off that post. On the rub out behind the net. 6.5 to go, second period. Americans looking for their first goal, and that's tipped up high off the glass. Shot by Monique Lamoureux. Hillary Knight. Back to Lamoureux. Down low to Decker. Back up high. Through traffic again. Coyne got a stick on it. Zabados was able to cast that aside. Team USA now on the attack once more. Coyne, Knight scores! Great passing by Team USA. And the Coyne, Knight, and Decker line finally finds the net. And Hillary Knight, it's been some time, ties this game at 1.
Well, there was a lot of sustained pressure there and a tired Canadian team, but it's Kendall Coyne that just uses her speed and just good little dish here in front of the net, and Hillary Knight is able to get her stick on it. Megan Mickelson is there with her, but doesn't get the stick, and with that long stick, of course, Hillary Knight, a big body, good leverage, is able to get some wood on it.
Scored so many goals like that through the years. Her 97th career goal for the United States, and has scored big ones against Team Canada. Tie game.
Well, the Americans have had a ton of pressure, and here it's just sustained, and they're able to get good opportunities in the high slot. Good, and Shannon Zabados comes out, challenges. There's a post, but just a few seconds later, Kendall Coyne with the speed and dish to Hillary Knight, who converts. So one happy lady there, Rod, as she gets on the board, not used to being so silenced. We've talked about that line and how they need to be effective for this American team to have confidence. And Rob Stauber agreed with us this morning when we had the opportunity to speak with him.
Americans have some momentum here in this second period. Good puck movement. They've been finding some seams. And they finally find the back of the net against Shannon Zabados. Canada's been on its heels. Tino jumps up. Is it there for Haley Irwin? And the goal by Hillary Knight. Lions' first goal in quite some time in this series. They did score in the Four Nations Cup, which 2 games back-to-back. They beat Canada in November. That has to be a big confidence booster for Rob Stauber's big line. They may not be done here tonight. Puck intercepted by Fast.
Well, that's a good job by Renata Fast, because Jocelyn Lamoureux-Davidson was in behind her there. So real sneaky player, has ability to score.
4.5 minutes left in the second period. 1-1 game. Canada, United States, final tune-up game before the Winter Olympic Games in Pyeongchang, South Korea. Well, Cheryl, your favorite Hicks and hockey players are back. Letterkenny, Canada's hottest comedy series, returns with brand new episodes Christmas Day only on Crave TV. Sold out Rogers Place tonight in Edmonton. Still awaiting word to see if this could be an all-time record for women's hockey, which was set back in Ottawa, the World Championships a couple of years ago.
It was the host of the Ontario Provincials for all of female hockey, and there was such a loud buzz and energy in the stands because of all the young females present.
Bailey Bram, sharp angle, was way wide. Nicholson drifts it back in. Bram again works behind the net. Sandy Hart pinching in. Bram controlling for Saulnier. Saulnier looking for Jenner, who was a little out of position that time. Coyne back on the ice. Last time Hillary Knight scored was October 22nd. Both she and Kendall Coyne were on the board. Not since that time has either player scored. And now Wakefield poked away by Decker. Maddie Rooney trying to cover. And on the doorstep was Jenner.
Well, Jennifer Wakefield is very aware of these American rivalries, and as she drives wide here, just the strength of her. But Brianna Decker playing her one-on-one here, strength for strength, as Brianna Decker is one of those players very low to the ice, but extremely compact and strong.
There's Wakefield, who plays women's pro hockey overseas, Linköping in Sweden. Played also the men's team for a couple of seasons.
Playing in the same league as newly added Sydney Moran, who is on the back end for the United States, who is added along with Haley Skarupa after the Four Nations Cup on November 27th.
Hillary Knight clears to Decker, and Knight was just a step offside. Shannon Zabados' shutout streak is over, but her shutout streak at the Olympics, 6-0. That is impressive.
Well, I remember watching in Vancouver 2010, and some of the saves she made to get that shutout, it was earned. And then again in Sochi 2014, makes a massive save, a penalty, and Canada comes back and wins in overtime.
Kelly Panik in the face-off dot with Marie-Philippe Poulin. Duggan moves out. Spooner out there with Augusta. Line juggling going on here for Team Canada. For Poulin again. Tino jumping up. Spooner, who began the night at center. Haley Irwin and Sarah Potomac.
Well, certainly there is familiarity with this line. Augusta Poulin knows Spooner extremely well.
Saulnier back on the ice. Philippe Poulin, Canada's goal scorer. Sharp pass to Fortino, couldn't handle it. Augusta works behind the net, looking in front again for Poulin, who was right in that danger area. And a penalty coming to Poulin. Rooney will go to the bench for the extra attacker. The United States will get a chance to go on the power play unless they can score here. 2 minutes to go, second period. They have an extra player on the ice, Brandt. And it will be whistled up here, and Marie-Philippe Poulin will go to the penalty box. The United States will go on the power play here.
Well, captain on captain, this is a familiar scene as we see that Marie-Philippe recognizes that Duggan has the puck, just gets her stick out and goes on for the ride there, taking Megan Duggan down. So United States with an opportunity to get the go-ahead here. Look for a lot of bodies in front of Shannon Zabados.
United States on the power play. Megan Keller controls. Keller now behind the net. Emily Falzer operates as quarterback. It's kind of umbrella power play. Swiped away. Rebecca Johnston goes down. Penalty coming to Team USA, and we'll have 4-on-4 hockey here. Amanda Kessel going to the penalty box as she chops down Rebecca Johnston.
Well, Rebecca Johnston, one of the best skaters on Team Canada, just keeps her feet moving here, and Amanda Kessel does not. So Rob Stauber won't be happy with a stick penalty there. You have to move your feet, especially your team is on the power play. So You have to talk about discipline in these games, because when it comes to crunch time, it can and it will be the difference.
4-on-4. About 20 seconds. And Canada will have an advantage. Decker out there with Coyne, Bellamy, and Lamoureux. Swiped away by Saulnier. Dangling going on from Brianna Decker, but she loses it. Bank pass now, Decker. Decker picks the puck, and it's stopped by Megan Mickelson. Mickelson to Johnston. Bailey Brown. 2-on-2 here with Johnston, trying to swoop in front. Trying to make the move on Monique Lamoureux. Augusta out there with Johnston on this 4-on-4 set. 45 seconds left in the second. This period will end with 4-on-4 hockey. Alex Carpenter chasing in Hillary Knight, who has tied it for Team USA. 30 seconds to go in the period. Falzer circles the net. Knight can't get to it. Now she might. Carpenter, back pass, poked away there nicely by Fortino.
What a great stick by Fortino, and good presence of mind and wherewithal, knowing where everyone is on the ice.
Spooner barrels to the net and around the net. Final 7 seconds. One last chance for Team USA. Keller for Knight. Will have to let this go right now. She does. Saved by Zavados at the horn. Little extracurricular in the crease. Action-packed second period. And what else but a tie hockey game between Canada and the United States after 2. Great chance here. Clock ticking down. The United States almost went to the locker room with the lead. Our second intermission coming up next.
Welcome back. It was USA's Hillary Knight getting the second goal of this series to tie up the game 1-1. Let's go to hometown girl Megan Mickelson alongside Rod Black.
Little more special this game tonight for someone who hails from the area, from St. Albert, Alberta, is Megan Mickelson. So close to Edmonton. This is basically your hometown. Megan, how special is it playing here tonight and in this week for Team Canada?
I mean, it's incredibly special. Obviously, I grew up going to Oilers games with my dad and my brother, my sister. So to be here, you know, in the Oilers building, obviously the fans are amazing, and I've known that all growing up. The Edmonton fans have always been incredible, and just to have this crowd here behind us, I mean, it gives us so much energy, and I just hope that the city of Edmonton, all the fans that are here tonight, know how much we appreciate their support.
You've been to the Olympics before. You've won gold before. How different or how much the same is it this time around for you?
It's very different. Obviously, I have a 2-year-old son, so anybody out there who has kids knows that changes your life just a little bit. So it's been a different experience, obviously, but I'm really just trying to enjoy every day, enjoy every moment. And, you know, this week playing in Edmonton, playing in St. Albert on Tuesday, it's pretty special, so I'm just trying to enjoy absolutely every moment.
What does your team have to do in the third?
I think just stick to our game plan. When we, you know, stick to our structures, stick to our systems, we get pucks deep to the net, we're physical, we're successful. So we need to shut them down in the neutral zone and continue to put pucks on net and put them to the net with a purpose.
Megan, thanks for your time. Welcome home.
Thanks, Rod.
Well, get set for an exciting third period, tied at 1-1 as we wrap up the Can-Am series. Let's go back to Rod and Cheryl.
Thank you. It is, of course, a collision of the superpowers in women's hockey when Canada and the United States meet. It's also a clash of the captains.
Well, it certainly is. And Marie-Philippe Poulin and Megan Duggan, well, they love to battle it out on the ice.
And McCoys.
And it starts right from that handshake. As you see, they just get away from each other. Megan Duggan taking out Marie-Philippe Poulin. Just look at the look on her face when the other one has the puck. They are all in on each other, and that battle and that physicality is expected as both of these players sort of wear their team on their sleeve.
And that C on their jersey very well. That's not the first time we've seen that. So again, 4-on-4 here for 4 seconds, and then Canada will have a slight power play for 20 seconds. And it's back into the Canadian zone. So really one chance right here, right now, is Melody Daou back on the ice. Missed a couple of shifts. Marie-Philippe Poulin, 5 seconds on the power play. Mara Fortino leaves it for Daou. The penalty has expired. Poulin, quick shot. Not sure if Maddie Rooney even saw that. 20-year-old, the youngest players on Team USA. Maddie Rooney on the verge of her first Winter Olympic experience. Daou circling behind, back out to Augusta, fakes the shot, taken away, hooking penalty coming to Dana Camoranesi. Natty Camoranesi will go to the penalty box as she hooked the Canadian players. So power play early in the third period here for Team Canada now.
Well, Melody Daou behind the net here, and she's worked here earlier in the game. She just has a good presence of mind, good vision, finds that lane for the shot. Megan Augusta just tries to get around. She gets hooked by Camoranesi. Good play by Daou, though. Again, we talk about Daou and her vision, and not a lot of time to get back to 100% full form. These games are massive for her.
Canada on the power play. Thunder Bay's Haley Irwin trying to leave it there. And Decker is knocked down from behind. No call there. Bridget Lequette. Lequette wires one wide of the net. Wakefield. Spooner out there. Annalise Spooner to Lequette. Good shot from the point. Also, one of those players there will be watching over the next few days. Team Canada will play a couple of games against AAA boys team here in St. Albert over the next couple of days. Final decisions to be made, and really watching 3 or 4 players in this game tonight to see if they will crack Team Canada's lineup. Nervous time for them.
Well, specialty teams are going to be everything, Rod. It is something that decides games, and you have to be able to play one. And if you just look at these numbers, how Canada has struggled over this series, but 1 for 3 tonight. We did speak to Laura Schuler about their struggling unit, and she's talked about creating a lot of movement at the top, trying to create the seams that we saw, allowing Marie-Philippe Poulin to get her shot off. And can't say enough about being a player on this team. You have to be able to play either or, the power play or the PK, if you want to be a member of the squad going to the Olympic Winter Games.
Minute to go on the power play. Johnson's going to stop here. Back pass to Poulin. Poulin, who has Canada's goal on that power play back in the first period. Augusta. So a police officer in the Vancouver Police Department, Megan Augusta. Getting some time off for Team Canada. Canada will lose it over the blue line. 35 seconds to go on the power play. Augusta controls. Cross ice for Poulin from her knees. Keller takes it away. Johnston picks it up. In front there was Daou. Down the ice it goes. Maybe one more chance for Team Canada with the player advantage. Sabados will leave it there. Here comes Spooner. Penalty's going to expire here. Canada will be 1 for 4 on the power play. Jenner over the blue line. Nice feed here. Wide of the net on the shot by Haley Irwin. Bursting out of the zone now is Amanda Pelkey. Back pass to Falzer. Falzer to Pelkey. Maybe should have shot that puck that time. A little too cute in tight. Irwin. This line looks like it needs a change. Saulnier. Nice move here. Julian Saulnier. Right in front of Rooney making the stop. Spooner. Quick corner cut in. Losing an edge and going down, but a penalty coming to Canada as Kelly Ponick was knocked down by Natalie Spooner, who will go to the box here and put the United States back on the power play.
Well, this is an inopportune time here coming off Julian Saulnier, who gets a nice opportunity on Maddie Rooney, but right here Natalie Spooner just gets a stick between the legs of Panic, giving the giving this United States team another opportunity, but the momentum there in Canada's favor.
Decker wins it back to Bellamy. Point, Decker and Knight. Knight's in front of the net, stationed right there with Sabados. Decker the shot. Again, blocked in front by a couple of bodies. Poulin backhanding it, but not out. Alex Carpenter won a world championship. Malmo, Sweden for Team USA in overtime. A couple of years ago, there's a point shot blocked again. Nobody knows where it is. Finally, whistled down. Goes out of play. Alec Krasaniak took one shot there as she limps to the bench.
Well, you talk about this PK for Team Canada. They've certainly been closing the gap. They've been extremely aggressive. I spoke to Megan Mickelson about that. She said it's about recognition and really ensuring your sticks are in the proper position.
Puck picked off now by Blair Turnbull. Turnbull shoots. Rooney the stop. Short-handed chance. Blair Turnbull right into the belly of Maddie Rooney and Bailey Bram with her.
Well, again, the nice stick, and Blair Turnbull just takes off. Bailey Bram is with her. Turnbull can get this puck a little bit lower for a rebound. She had Bram going directly to the net, but Blair Turnbull is one of the forces they will be looking to use on the PK. Just a great, strong, positionally sound player. The 2 World Championships.
United States 0 for 2 tonight on the power play. 1-1 game here. And Team Canada has a 4-1 series lead in the 6-game series, but 4-3 in their 7 games played this pre-Olympic season. Kessel in front to Brandt, trying to poke it through. Loose puck there. Another shot wide of the net, and Shannon Sabados once again comes up big, but should get a couple of assists from her defenders who helped out a whole lot in front. 5 minutes gone in the third, 35 seconds left in the American power play. Blazing down the ice now is Saulnier, maybe one of the fastest players, with Kendall Coyne on the ice, number 11 for Team Canada.
Oh, there's a lot of speed there, but there's a lot of energy. You know, speed creates turnovers, and Jillian Saulnier is very good at that.
Krasaniak to the blue line. Penalty about to expire. Saulnier snaps it down the ice.
Another successful kill for the Canadians. Just taking away that neutral zone, trying to negate any speed by the Americans.
Offside at the Canadian blue line. United States 0 for 3. Big scramble, chaos in front of Shannon Sabados, and the Americans can't light the lamp.
Well, really, it's Hannah Brand is able to walk the seam there, and you just see that puck scrambling and a bunch of blue bodies.
Jenner play goalie.
Yep. Got to do what it takes.
Big save by Jenner. Sabados. Arbangle looked for the rebound, just put it on net. Here's Knight. There with Coyne and Decker. Coyne gloving it down, trying to get it to Knight. Poulin growls it. Touch pass there. Daou over the line. Ooh, with a straight arm, can't get around the American defender. Spooner out there. Digging in, Natalie Spooner. Turns now. Spooner right in front. Loose puck. Rebound, and Rooney makes the save. Americans have outshot Team Canada 23-18, but as usual, it's close. It's tied in this pre-Olympic game in Edmonton. For tonight's game, ceremonial face-off featuring Marie-Philippe Poulin, Megan Duggan, and one of the greatest captains in Canadian hockey history, Cassie Campbell-Pascal.
Well, Cassie Campbell-Pascal has just been a builder, an icon for the game. She's there with her daughter, Brooke, and some of the players from her Calgary Inferno Novice 3 team. And, you know, this is what it's all about, is the young faces in the crowd, and really the dream for them, that the hope that maybe one day they'll put on the red and white.
Team Canada's defense takes away another American attempt, gaining entry. Americans have not played the retreat game as much nearly in the second and third periods. Canada's really had them on their heels. Kessel can't get it out. Sarah Potomac throwing it back in.
Oh, we talked about Sarah Potomac. You know, is she one of the ones that's fighting? Typically a centerman, now playing the wing, and played the wing the last couple of games, trying to find her spot onto this roster.
Who will be the hero tonight in this one? It seems every time these teams meet, settled in the third period, maybe overtime, maybe even a shootout. Doesn't matter if it's a world championship, an Olympic tournament, a Four Nations, or what is a tune-up game, an exhibition game here tonight. Great pass here for Wakefield now. Wakefield one-on-one, and she has it taken away. Great back check by Team USA as Alex Carpenter got back and took it away.
Well, that's just a great entry by the Canadians, that good puck movement.
Stolen now, Johnston spins, backhand! What a save by Rooney. Team USA coughing it up again in their own zone. Saulnier got it to Johnston and couldn't put it away. Minutes to go in the third. End to end here again tonight. We're at Rogers Place in Edmonton, Alberta, home of the Oilers. Right home to the closest rivalry maybe in sport between Canada and the United States in women's hockey. Megan Duggan was dumped, no call. Saulnier again. Nice pass to Marie-Philippe Poulin, put it from her glove to her stick. Daou gives chase. Knight trying to settle it down. Americans regrouping once more. Capped in again by Augusta. Big pressure here from the women in red.
It's funny, Rod, you heard it in the interview, you know, that with Megan Mickelson, it was about physicality and jumping on the Americans in the neutral zone. Canada has just stifled the Americans, and they're doing that, and they're creating opportunities and giveaways like that. Good quick connection to Rebecca Johnson, who gets down into the slot of and wheelhouse of Maddie Rooney, but Maddie Rooney playing in her fourth game thus far this year against Canada, and she has 3 wins and an overtime loss to her belt because of saves like that. But Rebecca Johnson, one of the players that will be looked upon for Team Canada as they head into Pyeongchang, one of the players who, alongside Jenner, has a great tandem, and those two have been connecting extremely well.
Face off to the right of Maddie Rooney, just 20 years old, from Andover, Minnesota. Played at UMD, University of Minnesota Duluth Bulldogs.
With a 1.67 goals against average for her career, so she certainly knows how to play the game. And is she going to be the one?
Looks like she might be the one. We have Alex Rigsby, who's the veteran at 25, and Nicole Hensley. One thing for sure, the 3 goalies have made this squad. Just who will be that goalie of choice for Rob Stauber, by the way, a former goaltender in the National Hockey League.
Well, Maddie Rooney did play the final of the Four Nations Cup and came out with a 5-1 victory.
Backhand by Coyne. Stopped again. Spooner dishes it out. Monique Lamoureux. And back on the blue line tonight.
Played with her sister 2 games ago as a forward. You know, a lot of depth being added back there with Moran and Kayla Barnes. So, you know, you have to wonder, where does Monique stand?
Coyne, blind pass in front, almost got to Hannah Brandt. Hannah Brandt, number 20, Team USA. Amanda Kessel. Some great work there. Looks like her brother Phil controlling that puck. Now Keller swinging it across. Bouncing puck. The Canadian zone. Chance here. Cameronese up high and wide. Misfires. Balzer had it taken away. Brandt again down there. Canada trying to get it out. They cannot. Hannah Brandt, who will play against her sister at the Winter Olympic Games in South Korea. Her sister Marissa will play for the host team, South Korea.
Was adopted and from that country, and then playing hockey alongside her sister growing up.
How cool is that
It is
going to be?
cool. They are not far apart, and both parents will be cheering them on, but different countries.
Under 10 to go, almost 9 minutes left in the third. Who will blink first here tonight on this last game before these teams will meet February 14th in Pyeongchang in the preliminaries, and then of course everybody expecting that they would meet on February 22nd in the gold medal final for women's hockey. And the women are going to have a huge stage as they did in Sochi.
The Canadians here are just doing a great job of jumping to that outlet pass.
Here's Augusta, stopping, popping. Stopped again by Maddie Rooney. Megan Augusta's had a strong game, as she has in this entire series. Has been one of the best Canadian players. Has not lost a step, Cheryl. 1-1 here in Edmonton.
Well, the win big games, your best players have to be just that. Look at a little fun between Rebecca Johnson and MPP. But there she is doing what she does best earlier on that power play. What a great shot. And how about this feed by Megan Augusta? Quick release shot in her wheelhouse, her hot spot, showing a little frustration there. But Marie-Philippe Poulin doing just about everything to get her team the W. And really give them even more momentum heading into Pyeongchang.
What has been a little mini pre-Olympic summit series between Canada and the U.S. This will be their 8th game. They played the lead-up 6th game of this tour. How close has it been? Canada leads 4 wins to 3 in the 7 games. Both teams have scored 18 goals. And what else? Here we are tied again. A shot blocked in front. Amanda Pelkey works behind the net, trying to find Megan Duggan. Intercepted, pilfered there by Rebecca Johnston. Megan Augusta was almost sprung.
Well, you're so right, Rod. It is so extremely close between these teams. But for me, the momentum really changed after the Four Nations.
Yes.
You know, Geneviève Lacasse has a 32 shutout save night, her first ever against the Americans, answered by Anne-Renée Desbiens, you know, with just a stellar performance. And hey, how about Shannon Zavados? Giving this team the confidence they need to play free, and that's really giving them that belief that they can beat this American team.
And nothing against anybody else before, but it always seemed to be Shannon Zavados' team as Hillary Knight tried to feather it across, and the puck was deflected in front. Good chance again. Zavados shuts the door. Ellamy back out into the neutral zone, but Canada, as you mentioned, with Desbiens and Lacasse, all three showing that they can do the job. Of course, Zavados' reputation precedes her. Undefeated at the Olympics.
Well, Lacasse, the backup tonight, answered that call after the 5-2 loss, coming in, you know, making the saves needed to beat them 5-1 and avenging that loss. So the goaltenders have meant a lot to this Canadian team.
6:32 to go here in the third in Edmonton. Well, coverage of the 2018 World Juniors begins with pre-competition action as Team Canada faces off against the Czech Republic. 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific across the TSN network. And we have a penalty coming to Team Canada. Blair Turnbull is going to the box. They have been freezing the puck with her hand, covering the puck. A penalty here. Laura Schuler wants an explanation. She's not getting one. And the United States, great chance here to take the lead, and a delay of game penalty here from Turnbull, covering the puck with her glove. So Canada's penalty kill will have to do a job here.
Rob Stauber electing to go with Cameron Reese and Kessel, and Hannah Brand. I certainly like this combination. I think this line hasn't gotten enough credit for what they have done.
Here's Kessel. Well, we're Kessel again. Wanted the one-timer. Canada shut that seam off. Again, they close up those lanes. Canada's been pretty aggressive on the penalty kill in this series. Kessel, will she get a shot away? Look at Poulin down. Captain sacrifices. Swiping it away. Kept in by Team USA. Minute 17 to go on the power play. Brandt in front. Zabados rebound. Save is made. Zabados again.
The Americans have a little bit of perimeter movement here, and the shot comes up high with Hannah Brand electing to do it, and Caminarisi's on the doorstep. She just sort of throws this puck to the net with that net front presence, the traffic of Caminarisi, who's right there poking away, but Zabados giving a little punch there will have none of it.
Shannon Zabados has stopped 26 American shots. Thwarted this American power play 3 times now. Here's Carpenter. Alex Carpenter dangling. Back to the Americans. Oh, on that short side. And a great chance there. Wide of the net. 45 to go in the power play. Decker, Coyne, and Knight trying to work some of their chemistry. Already scored once here tonight. Hillary Knight has. Knight from one knee gets it back to Bellamy. Stripped there. Back to Carpenter. Knight's in front. Off an ankle. And Canada still can't get it out. 20 seconds to go, and now it comes back out over the blue line. Bailey Bram hacking and whacking at it. Chance now for Team USA on this power play. Carpenter gains the blue line. To Coyne. Back to Carpenter. Knight has it. 5 seconds. Penalty about to expire. Canadian will come out of the box. Their Turnbull's out. The power play is over. Decker spinning. Bouncing into the corner now for Coyne. Right in front for Duggan. Stickline takes a shot. Up high behind the net. Here's Coyne again. Fortino. Dangerous pass here. Johnston just gets it out.
Laura Fortino has been one of the members of the backhand, extremely agile, looks to jump into the play, playing with Renata fast. Fortino is certainly going to be a veteran presence on the blue line and positioning extremely secure. She will be in Pyeongchang.
Well, there are some no-brainers out there, players who will certainly be there. You know who they are, the usual suspects. Oh, would have been a costly miscue there by Fast. Spooner. Americans on the forecheck now. They're on the attack. Canada trying to stem the tide. 3.5 to go. Comes that forecheck again. Canada will go D to D to break it out. Irwin with Spooner. Barreling forward. Comes Team USA once more. Cameron Easy can't get to it. Krzaniak, back pass. Taken away by Brandt. Brandt now, Team USA, great pass in front. Little too high that time, though. Hillary Knight, who's so adept at knocking pucks down, almost was able to bat one home for her second and what might have been the game winner. Next one could win it. Here is Knight, shot, short side. Zabados got a blocker on it, but it was wide anyway. Canada barging out of their zone now. Saulnier trying to get to it. Knight and Coyne. Hillary Knight trying to feed it over to Coyne again. This line has been really, really good tonight. Now, Canada 2-on-1. It's Jenner. It's Saulnier. Taken away by Team USA. Jenner back out in front. Saulnier with Johnston there. Megan Duggan on the back check has it. Team USA turns it the other way. Here's Coyne in front on the doorstep. Rebound. Zabados still had it. It's still loose. And knocking the referee down is Augusta. The referee just got dusted. The Americans still have the puck. What a wild scene in front of Zabados and behind the net.
Well, a 2-on-1 miscue. You have to get a shot as the Canadians take on Maddie Rooney, and then it goes 200 feet the other way, and Zabados has to come up huge.
Pelkey. Zabados will cover, take a breather, We'll catch our breath. A minute 26 to go. Overtime looms with Korea around the corner.
Well, Canada, Brianna Jenner has the puck, and it's a miscue. Steckline's got a good stick, but you have to get a shot off 2-on-1 late in that game, and then it goes the other way. And look at the feed by Kendall Coyne across, and who gets her stick on it? But it's Steckline. And then Megan Augusta battling away. There is a loose puck there. She's able to grab it, head down, and the official is in the way and just gets level.
17,648. Great crowd here tonight, short of that record. There's Zabados again, butterfly save. A minute 15 to go. Team USA all over Team Canada right now in the offensive zone. Cameron Easy bumped off the puck. Canada gets it back out. Brandt turns, back up ice it goes. Cameron Easy can't get to it. A minute to go here in the third. Score remains tied. We'll have 4-on-4 overtime hockey, and if it's still tied, we'll have a shootout. Johnston to Fortino. Into the American bench with 34.5 remaining in the third period here in Edmonton tonight.
We talk about a journey, and the journey is a process for Laura Schuler, as you know, training camp started in May and centralization as of August 1st, and now we are at the end when this team will be named. It is about the last minute of these types of games that can be deciding, putting yourself on the map or taking it off, Rod. Such a high pressure situation. Got to be able to love it and embrace it.
Coyne, Decker, and Knight are on the ice here in the final 20 seconds. Coyne controls, back out in front. Falzer wires one wide of the net. Back to the blue line it comes. Knight right there. 10 seconds to go. Zabados another save. Knight again. Team USA pouring it on here. Final 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2. We are going to overtime tonight in Edmonton. Why not? 1-1, Canada, United States. Last stop before Korea, and they'll play overtime, and maybe even a shootout at Rogers Place tonight. So we've got overtime in northern Alberta tonight.
Yes, and it starts because Marie-Philippe Poulin, who is the overtime gold medal winner in Sochi, and she scored it. And then how about the one who got the overtime goal just at last year's World Championship, but Hilary Knight. Both prolific goal scorers going head-to-head and creating an overtime. Who will it be now?
4-on-4 for 5 minutes. We're still tied. We'll have a shootout here tonight. Canada and the United States have played 138 games through their long and winding history. Canada 78, 59-1. In overtime, it could not be any closer.
15-14. Canada holds the one extra W, so something that, you know, can go either way, Rod.
They have played overtime in this series already. Brianna Jenner in St. Paul, Minnesota, December 3rd, had the game winner.
You notice that feed from Rebecca Johnston and Jenner playing with the Inferno together, are a combination that will not be separated. Jenner also the one that led the comeback in Sochi, scoring with 3 minutes and 26 seconds on the clock to get back on the board against the Americans.
Natalie Spooner was out on the ice, and they had to be told, hey, Spoon, it's 4-on-4. It quickly goes back sheepishly. So it's Poulin and Augusta on the ice, along with Renata Fast and Laura Fortino. 4-on-4 for Team USA will be Megan Keller, Emily Falzer, Alex Carpenter, and Jocelyn Lamoureux. Won't be long before we see Knight, Decker, and Coyne of some variation. Here's Lamoureux. Back to Carpenter. Carpenter to the far side. Alex Carpenter wanted to take a shot again. That was Blockaded that time by Marie-Philippe Poulin. So good at blocking shots and closing seams. Fortino bodies Lamoureux. Bellamy comes out on the ice. Subs come on the ice for Team USA. 4-on-4. 5 minutes of this. Next goal wins. Now Monique Lamoureux. For Kessel, shot, save, Zabados. Amanda Kessel almost ended it. Hannah Brandt. Kessel again. Bellamy. Brandt, who's had a strong game, is going to try to leave it here for Bellamy. On this near wall to Kessel. Back to Brandt. Brandt now. Inside, backhand, saved by Zabados. Bellamy. Fires it. Zabados doesn't know where it is. Got a piece of that. Up into the glass. Now Jenner. Breaks out with Rebecca Johnston. Crowd rises up now. Wanted to leave it there. Could not. Bank pass. Nice pass for Decker. Trying to dance through. And out of fast. 14 stops 14. Fortino. Spooner out on the ice now. With Wakefield. Backhand. Spooner grinds into that corner. It's for Wakefield in front. Corralled there. Decker. Haven't seen Hillary Knight out here yet in overtime. Wide open 4-on-4 overtime hockey. Midway point of this overtime period. Here's Coyne. Kendall Coyne to Megan Keller. Right on Zabados, and she'll smother. 2:31 to go here in OT.
Shannon Zabados has had to stand tall early in this OT period. It's Hannah Brandt. Great move there just to, get around Rebecca Johnston, and then goes to her backhand, makes that save. Shannon Zabados just hugging that post, not allowing anything to squeak through. That line has certainly been effective for Team USA.
Marie-Philippe Poulin on the ice, lost the face-off that time. Another block for Team Canada's captain. Megan Augusta, you'll have to like number 2 out there, 4-on-4. Creates a lot of open spaces, great speed.
It's interesting, there's no Zandy Hart, no Lacrette in this overtime frame.
One of the youngsters, Poulin. Fortino picks it. Good save by Rooney. Laura Fortino had the game on her stick. Poulin retreats to the bench.
Laura Fortino quarterback the overtime winner in Sochi at the Olympic Winter Games. A lot of patience and composure.
Knight is out there now. Now she's going back to the bench. A minute 44. For the first time in this series, for the first time in this Olympic season for these two teams, we could have a shootout unless somebody can solve their opponent's goaltender here. Might it be Jill Saulnier? Saulnier dancing in. Saulnier with a shot wide of the net. Turnbull trying to jam it home. Megan Mickelson pinching in. Amanda Pelkey, minute 15 to go. Great action here tonight. What a send-off for these teams heading to Pyeongchang. Now Johnston fires. Rooney save. Rebound. Jenner picks it up. Johnston again. Fans on it. Rebecca Johnston, all kinds of chances here. A minute to go in OT. Fast, far side for Fortino. Americans look a little gassed here. And here comes the speedster Coyne. Coyne, need to drop it off to Decker. Canadians set it up with 35 to go. Here comes the spoon. Natalie Spooner. Spooner trying to crash to that net. It's loose in front. Scores! Canada wins it in overtime. .27 seconds left, and Jen Wakefield wins it for Team Canada.
Team Canada is able to win this one. A brilliant effort by Natalie Spooner, who just takes it wide like she always does and just throws it to the net. Runs out of real estate, but Jennifer Wakefield is just crashing that net and is able to put in the rebound as Maddie Rooney just makes that original save, but deflects it right into her own pad, and Jennifer Wakefield just buries it. Again, Natalie Spooner with the individual effort, just getting her stick around Lee's deck line, able to throw that puck to the net, and dead angle shot there, Rod, but created something, and Jen Wakefield buries it home.
They call it an exhibition series, but don't tell these great players on both sides. It means something. Anytime you wear the maple leaf, anytime you wear the stars and stripes. And next time these teams will meet will be in February at the Winter Olympic Games in a preliminary meeting, and then the Olympic gold medal game.
Well, they've lost 7 out of 8 in the last World Championships, the last straight 4, but this Canadian team is ready.
Jen Wakefield, the hero tonight, pots it with 27 seconds to go, and Canada wins 2-1 to finish off the pre-Olympic tour.
Oh, man, welcome back. Lindsay and Tessa still with you. And Team Canada and Team USA, I've always said it's one of the greatest rivalries in sports. And tonight, to conclude the series, we got overtime because, hey, why not? Was this the ending you expected heading into this game?
Absolutely. It was a fantastic game. Fantastic goaltending on both ends as well. And I love the way the U.S. responded. I don't think their last game that they played in San Jose was the type of game that they had. So it's nice to see them come back and actually play a solid game. And yeah, I feel like, you know, it was a great game. Actually, we're just hearing now that they're actually challenging this goal. Let's go back to Rod.
Well, there is a challenge on this play, Tessa and Lindsay, and I'm not sure this is going to hold up, but they're going to look at it. Video challenge here, goalie interference. And was there goalie interference? I think a puck was well in the net before. So I think this is confirmed, by the way. Confirmed. Confirmation, celebration. Team Canada wins this Olympic series, pre-Olympic series, 5 games to 1. And 5 games to 3 over the 8 games leading up to Pyeongchang. Next stop is Korea. Can't wait to see them tangle again.
Oh, man, well, it had Team Canada sweating for a few seconds there, but in the end, Canada does get the win in the 6th and final meeting between the two teams. Do you want to finish your thought there on that epic closing sequence?
Yeah, as I was saying, honestly, a great outing by both teams. I love the way the U.S. responded, looking a lot more like themselves in that game. Team Canada as well. And it was a goaltender's duel. Honestly, it really came down to the end. Both teams had some great chances, but Canada really turning it on near the end of the overtime period there with a ton of great chances. What a move by Laura Fortino. She's a very gifted offensive defenseman. Jill Saunier with a great shot and great chance. I thought Turnbull had a fantastic game. She was jamming away there. And, of course, this is how it all ends. Natalie Spooner skating it through the neutral zone and just throws it on net because in overtime, anything can happen. Of course, Jen Wakefield doing exactly what she does, like a bull in a china shop, crashing the net. It's almost impossible to stop Jen Wakefield when she's going to the net. So a fantastic finish. I think both teams have learned a lot about each other, and I cannot wait for the 2018 Pyeongchang Olympics. These two teams are going to be riding high. Of course, there's still cuts to come on both sides, so it'll be interesting. Congratulations to all the ladies who are trying out for both of these teams. You've all done a fantastic job representing your country, and all the best to the ones who do make it.
Well, it's definitely been a pressure-filled series, and tonight ending with a big bang. And as Tessa mentioned, the next time we'll see Team Canada and Team USA in action will be in Pyeongchang. But let's take a look at this 6-game series. The Americans taking the opening game back in October in Quebec City, but ever since then, the Canadians have dominated, winning 5 straight games. Wrapping up things tonight in Edmonton, Alberta, just north of where they've been centralized in Calgary, training in anticipation for the Pyeongchang Winter Olympics set to begin in February, just under 2 months' time. Have a great evening, and with the latest highlights, we now take you over to SportsCenter.